Hey guys, Verlis here. So today we are looking at Pyroar. Pyroar is an interesting Pokemon because it has some good setups and it looks like its base stats are really awesome for being some form of a sweeper. But in the end, it doesn't get any really clinching moves that make it incredibly strong. As you see here, Dark Pulse, Flamethrower, Hyper Voice, Solar Beam, nothing really breaks 100 base power, and with only 317 special attack with a timid nature, because I'd like to keep my Pokemon fast, it doesn't seem like you can get too much out of him. Also, you can use Choice Specs on him to maximize as much damage as possible while keeping a lot of speed up. And then again, you're still looking at not having the greatest moves. You do get Stab, Hyper Voice, and Flamethrower, which means if you go up against something super effective, or you have a really weak sweeper in front of you, like a really fragile Pokemon, and the rivalry kicks in, which means if it's the same gender, it does 25% more damage, you might get enough of a boost from that to be able to really get a strong hit through. So, I also put Solar Beam down just in case you're in a sun team, or yeah, a sunny day team. A Solar Beam could be really nice to have, and then Dark Pulse is just a good coverage move. But other than that, you're going to be sticking to Flamethrower and Hyper Voice for the majority of your stab boosted damage. He is Fire Normal, which is interesting because with Heliolisk and Pyroar, they did a very common type like Electric, Fire, Water, and then they mixed Normal into it, which is an interesting thing. So now you get some Ghost resistance. It's something. So also, another Pyroar that people have been talking about is a physical Pyroar, which I was having a hard time wrapping my head around at first. With an adamant nature, that's a beneficial nature, he only gets 258. That's almost 60 points lower than the special one. And he has the hidden ability Moxie, which boosts your attack if you KO a Pokemon. And a lot of people were sending me messages about the Moxie Pyroar, so I initially thought he was a physical Pokemon. But no, he's actually mostly a special-based Pokemon that you can use to give physical boost to, I guess? So let's go look at the physical setup I have for him. You can give him a Focus Sash or a Life Orb. I like Focus Sash just because it's the thing that guarantees you 2 moves for the most part. Which means that you can set up a flame. Yeah, my idea is you set up a flame charge, you get the 100% speed boost, which means your speed now goes over 400, which means nothing is going to touch you, which means you're really safe, and it gets some damage on. So after that, you can use a really strong return or wild charge, and then get the rest of the damage in really well. So that could maybe give you a Moxie boost, which then starts getting your damage rolling. But that's about it. Also, like with the special Pyroar, physical Pyroar doesn't have the biggest damage dealing moves. Return is kind of your biggest option if you want damage with the normal stab boost. Flame Charge, he doesn't get anything fire and physical besides Flame Charge that is really strong. He gets Fire Fang, but there's no Flare Blitz. There's nothing that is significant. And then Wild Charge, you're getting a recoil move. And it's pretty much your strongest move that you can use that isn't stab. Actually, Flame Charge only has 50 base power, so yeah, this is the strongest move you have that isn't return. And it does deal recoil back, but it's good against a lot of Pokemon. Talonflame, Charizard, Azumarill can actually get some damage on them, and maybe after a Moxie boost, it'll turn into a KO. On top of that, he doesn't have any more physical moves to use. You could put Fire Fang here, but I was thinking Taunt. You could also put Crunch if you want the coverage, but like I said, I feel Taunt is really good. Try to knock out your opponent's setups really well, and see how it goes from there. So, this is my look on Pyroar. The physical version seems like it could be stronger, just because it leaves you the options of using more than one move, and if you have that Moxie boost going one or two times, you could maybe turn him into a good sweeper. Flame Charge lets you set up speed. It's all good. But then we have the special Pyroar. Again, you just have consistent high damage and high speed with choice specs. So it's not too bad, but I feel there are better options. So that's my look at Pyroar. I know a lot of people have been wanting him reviewed since the game came out. And here it is, New Year's Day. So we are in 2014, and I'm reviewing Pyroar. Whoops. Okay, so I hope you guys liked this video, and I hope you all have a nice day.